Hi, beautiful Gemini. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Gemini, we're going to do a little bit of a different reading here today. I'm asking your spirit team, your spirit guides, to just give us all the good things. Just anything good that wants to come your way right now for like about a month into the future. So we're starting with the wisdom of the oracle. We're going to get a couple of other decks here, and also Archangel Michael, to give you all the good things, all the beautiful stuff. Wow, we have Between Worlds. And if you have a connection to Aries somehow, because I think Aries had this, Between Worlds, and we have the Fates. Between Worlds and the Fates, and number 17, that's eternalness, that's immortality. Okay, so Between Worlds is about, I'm going to tell you what I was initially going to tell you, and then I'm going to tell you what I just saw. It is about having one foot in the old and one foot in the new. It's not necessarily being stuck, but it's like starting to create change and movement in your life, where you're still seeing some of the old in your life, and you're starting to see that some of the new things that you wish to see are starting to come in. This can also be on an energetic level, where you don't necessarily see too much happening on the outside just yet. It's an internal shift that needs to happen first, and you have started to feel that internal shift change. Like it's really changing. So just sort of have a little bit of be cool about it and just move forward, because the outer, if you haven't seen too much outer change just yet, all the good things are on their way if you just sort of continue to do whatever you're doing with shifting on the inside. And then I also saw it really, I mean, obviously one is like black and white and one is color, but today it really stood out to me that this is like technicolor. Like if you for a while have seen the world a little bit like black and white, or if you've been seeing it as a gray, as like it's a little bit boring, it's a little bit bland, it's like not too much is happening, Gemini. It's quite weird. I wouldn't say weird, but it's like it's not typical Gemini. If you would completely generalize Gemini, and this is a general reading, so Gemini usually has like 10,000 things going for you. You always have something happening, so you usually are keeping yourself busy or keeping yourself occupied with all these things. But maybe even with all those things, you still feel like it might be like same old, or like you're not really getting out of that funk, that it feels a little bit bland, it feels a little bit boring. And then there's something here, all the good things on the way for you for the upcoming month. It's like all of a sudden you start to see something in technicolor. Like there's something changing for you, which allows for you to start to see something in a very vivid, fun, different exploration type of feeling. Like there's something shifting that sort of takes you out of that boring state into like, this is fun, this is, or at least like this is interesting. And to some of you, it's like it's going to blow your mind. It's like, wow, I never thought of it that way, or I never saw it that way, or this happened which allowed me to see something in a completely different perspective, or something like that. And the fates, this is just telling me that this was always supposed to happen, like where you're headed right now, and it feels attached to this, like it was always supposed to happen. It's fated. It's something, and you see all these stars, like something is aligning. The stars are aligning for you, Gemini, and you're sitting smack in the middle of it. Like you're gonna see this change. You're gonna feel this change, and you're gonna almost like be. I mean, we hear this cliche over and over, like be the change that you wish to see in the world. But it's so true. Like. And you're probably going to feel it, like you're going to be the change, you're going to be the alignment, you're going to sense it on a very deep level. Okay. What else? What more do we have for Gemini? All good things for Gemini. What are those? About a month into the future. From whenever you catch this video, just breathe. And I think Taurus had that. just breathe, which is meditation or making, I'm actually getting a little bit of different message there, because this is like, this might even be like a entity from other dimensions. It might be like, it can be a future representative of yourself. I just get a different vibe here than what I got from Taurus. It doesn't mean that it's wrong or right, or that it's just different. I just see this like, this is a little bit more otherworldly to me today. It's like, this is you, Gemini, and you're making contact with other beings. That can even be like a version of yourself in a higher dimension. Ninth dimension comes to mind. Interesting. What else do we have for Gemini? Gemini for about a month into the future. Crown chakra. So for sure, some of you guys are really opening up to that connection to other dimensions right now. The intuition is going to go through the roof. The psychic abilities can be heightened. The connections with other beings, other dimensions, even like I said, future selves, or like you're another version of yourself in other dimensions. This is a very fun, interesting, like journey right now. Very spiritual journey, I would say, Gemini. Anything else there for Gemini, please? All good things. Like you're really opening up. So that might even be the breakthrough. Like going from boring to technicolor might even be like you're having like a psychic breakthrough, or like a intuitive breakthrough. Like it sort of lifts the veil a little bit to just have all of a sudden have a clear connection to the other side that maybe you've been wanting to have for like such a long time, and for whatever reason you haven't really been able to make that connection. It can be like a clear, all of a sudden clear messages are coming in from loved ones that has sort of passed over to the other side. Yeah, there's a big opening there, and it was always supposed to happen. So you might even have like had a feeling of like, I've been waiting for this. Something else there, all good things for Gemini. All good things for Gemini. And trust. It's very similar here, although it's not, but it's like similar. I can't remember now if it was Aries or Taurus, but it's like moving in the same. Yeah, so what I'm getting with this is that once you open up, once you're having some sort of like breakthrough, you just sort of have to, like, you can't, when you're dealing with meditations or astral projection, like leaving the body, having breakthroughs on like a very psychic level, opening up your crown chakra so that you really feel connected to other dimensions, other beings, yourself in a more like in a future version of yourself, things like that. It is, and now this makes like between worlds, obviously it's a completely different world. It's like the connection between this world and another world. It doesn't exclude that it's like one feels a little bit boring and the other feels like technicolor, but there's something that's opening up. And once it opens up, or for it to open up, you can't control the situation. If there's something that I know, it's this, and I shouldn't say it like as it is a truth, but from my reality and from my reference and from like just experience and from seeing hundreds and hundreds of other people sort of making this connection or coming into this more, allowing spirit to come through, or allowing to hear messages, allowing your intuition to be so much stronger, come into a way deeper place within yourself. It has never been through control. So this is about sort of going into meditation and just release everything. Putting yourself in a situation where You're just so connected with your inner being. You're maybe setting the intention to have contact with other dimensions, other worlds, other beings. You just then sort of have to release the outcome completely and just allow for the things, like to just slowly but surely raise your own vibration so that you can be more and more in contact with whatever it is that you're seeking. Or if it's just even to like seek your own more strong intuition about life, about yourself. I find that trying to control a situation or trying to expect an outcome in a very particular way of how you want it to be, in my experience, will never work. And that is also a little bit fear-based. Because if you sort of release the fear altogether and allows for whatever wants to contact you, whatever wants to come in, and trust that you're sitting there, like you're sitting there in your highest possible vibration. You're so excited to make these connections. You're so excited to just open up more, to be able to hear more. There's a need to release the outcome and the control of the situation. Okay? We're going to see what Archangel Michael has to say about this. Or if he wants to add something different. What do you have for Gemini, please? All good things. I mean, this is such a spiritual, it's almost like a spiritual awakening, or like a breakthrough on your spiritual journey. So your all good things, all like the good things coming your way, is a breakthrough, I would say. What do you have for Gemini, please? Gemini, all good things. From Michael. Is a favorable outcome. A favorable outcome. This is like learning to play with the light. Balancing the light, playing with the light. I'm going to read a prayer here. Thank you for the beautiful outcome to this situation, which is perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me trust and have faith. I'm going to pull one more. It is going to be favorable. It's going to be so you need to know, if you're trying to steer and control the outcome, not much is going to happen. If there's fear involved, not much is going to happen. That's for your own safety, and it's for your own feeling secure in the whole process. But you need to know that there's a favorable outcome. Like things are going to turn out in a way that these are all good things. Like things are going to really turn out the way you want. And we have energy healing work. Thank you for sending healing energy to me and through me, for my own blessings and for all those around me. Thank you for connecting me to loving and high integrity healers and teachers of energy healing modalities. So this can also be that this breaking open can allow for you to just really step into more of a healing work, like you're just becoming a stronger healer. If you have a wish to be a healer, if you are already a healer, this will just enhance that work, and you will just really fully step into that. It doesn't mean you have to wave your hands around. You can be a healer in so many different ways, with your words, with your books, with your spiritual work, like however that sort of manifests in your life. And that's going to be different for every Gemini here. But definitely the breakthrough that you will have, this spiritual breakthrough that you will have, will result in becoming a stronger, you will just be able to hear more clearly, feel more clearly, be more in alignment with the spiritual gifts that are yours. And so you will strengthen your abilities. Okay? That is what I have for you, beautiful Gemini. I hope that's uplifting. All those good things, that's a spiritual breakthrough for sure. Connecting in with the crown. See what you want with this. Play with it. Have fun with it. And Gemini, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'm lately on, and I keep telling every sign this, every video that I do, I'm on this little journey where I sort of question whether this is making a difference or not, like to have this channel, because it's not that many likes to each video, and the subscribers has sort of petered out a little bit. So it makes me a little bit insecure, like, is it really making a difference? If it is, if you like the videos that I'm making, give it a thumbs up so I know it resonates with you. And if you keep coming back, I understand if this is your first time, like, you don't have to subscribe, but if you keep coming back to these videos and you like them, just pressing that subscribe button makes such a difference for me, both financially and also understanding the algorithms. Like, that's going to be putting these videos out for more people to find them. So please help me understand. And it's okay if it doesn't resonate. It's okay if it doesn't make a difference, because then I'm being steered in a different direction to do something else. Okay? So please subscribe and please like if you do. It helps me. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, Gemini.